everybody, Sideways here, back for another review. Sorry I've been away for a while, it's just, it's Christmas time, and things this has been hectic. I'm working 16 days straight at work, so I'm knackered. And because I work in a very cold place, hence I've got this whole red glowy thing going. Okay, the figure I'm going to be reviewing today is animated Megatron. Animated Megatron is possibly, for me, especially the figure, is the best Megatron since G1. There is no other Megatron in my mind, figure-wise especially. I possibly even like him better than the G1 Megatron. Only because, just for playability-wise, he also makes me contradict one of my rules on Transformer toys, which is I hate lights and sounds, and if one thing the animated leader class has taught me is actually Hasbro can do it well, without it being intrusive to the figure or ruining something. So, okay, going to be doing this figure slightly in reverse, primarily because I've tried recording this already, and I ended up rambling for 19 minutes today. Yeah, I'm on the Red Bull again, so expect hyperness. So I'm going to be starting in robot mode and going back to vehicle mode. Okay? So here he is in all of his glory. Leader class Megatron. I do apologize for the lighting. The sun is playing hide and seek with me today, and it's driving me batty. But like I said, actually this gives him a rather fearsome look. But here he is in all of his glory. Give you a little zoom in on his head sculpt. That is absolutely gorgeous. He is ultra show accurate, and he is very, very cool. Like I said, I love his lights and sounds on this, and you can see his mouth moves as well. That is very, very nice, very, very cool. All of his detailing is very, very well done on this figure. I do like it. Okay, on to his articulation anyway. His arms will go back, but won't do a full 360 because of the big ass back panel you can see here. They will rotate at the shoulder, they will bend at the elbow, and it's also a double joint because you've got one there, so he does have good flexibility on his forearm, and his hand will actually rotate. His head will do a 180, but because like you've seen, it's got that electrics and the little mouth gimmick. Sorry, I don't know why I did a guppy impression then. Like I said, I'm hyper. Legs will go forward, they will go back. They will bend at the knee. They will also rotate at the knee. And one nice feature they've put in this guy is his feet actually fully do bend. So this guy is very, very stable. There he is, balanced on my hand, and he is having absolutely no trouble. And the thing about this figure is, regardless of how you stand him, he always looks impressive. He's got his big fusion cannon on here. There is one little quibble I will quickly mention with this guy's shoulders, is due to transformation. The shoulders just lock up, which I will show you in a minute. The only problem is, when you lock them down in the robot mode, they don't stay there. They don't lock in position, and that's a negative with this guy, because when you go to move him sometimes, or just like try and move the arm sometimes it'll just keep wanting to go loose, and it's an irritation, but we can live with it. You can raise the fusion cannon fully upright. His other accessory, which everyone loved, is his dual swords, which will become his rotary blades in a minute. They are very, very nice. They will fit into his hands. And like I said, this guy can do so many poses, and just looks so ready for action. very, very cool. I do love this. You know, I got a bargain with this guy when he was £40 in England anyway. But I bought him when Animated had just sort of gone through its thing. So I got this guy for £20, which I couldn't believe when I saw him. Okay, we're going to like I said, I'm doing this reverse for the first time, and I know it's a suckier way to do a review, so I do apologize for this. Oh, I left out the fusion cannon. The fusion cannon does have a nice gimmick. With the missile in, you can either fire it just by pushing it back, or just by pushing the button. But you can also cock it like a gun, and then push it, which is something the original G1 Megatron may have done. If you notice in the cartoon, sometimes he actually cocked the his fusion cannon before he actually fired it, so it's actually a nice little homage there. Okay, first we need to do is take it off, and whilst I take it off I will show you how it's attached. A lot of people quibbled, as you can see on the inside of the cannon, it's held in with these three ridges which go on here. Some people complained about it. I don't understand why, because the only other way they could have done it is massive peg here, massive hole here, and personally that's more aesthetically pleasing than the hole. I do like that. Okay, the way you transform him: first, feet in. Next, we want to fold out his landing gear for his alt mode. Next, we want to take up the shin. We rotate it around, and once we're at it, we'll do the other side. Also, then peg the two legs together again and lock this in. Next thing is the arms. So what we do is we open the forearm, tuck the fists away. Same for the other hand, and drop him up. Next, we want to get this canopy and pull it up, and as we lock it in, we should hear a noise. Love that noise. Next, for the shoulders, like I showed you his problem, we separate them, and it does an automorph because it'll drop the back fins in. Then we want to take this, lock that down. Oh, sorry. Next, you want to take the swords, put these in, and you can tell when you've done the swords right, because if you try doing it the other way, see, the blade becomes floppy. But if you do it the proper way, it's rigid, so you know which way to turn it, and these will go under the spindles on the back, which I failed to tell you, but whilst he's in robot mode, you can also use these to store the swords on, which is very, very cool. And here he is, transformed into his alt mode. He is an Osprey helicopter, or at least a futuristic one at that. His blades have a gimmick, which is you turn one, you turn the other, which again is a little gripe with this guy, because if Hasbro have shown us, they've done it with Animated Cyclonus, they've done it with Incinerator, they did it with movie Blackout and Revenge of the Fallen Grindor, is they know how to put in a mechanism to get the blades to fold without you having to physically turn them. So I don't know why on this section they don't have a push button, because look, if I hold it and turn the blades clear my hand, so I don't know why they didn't have it. Just give you a little zoom in look. Like I said, very plain, but he hides his robot mode very, very well for a very simplistic transformation. He's very show accurate. His cannon can also fully rotate, so he can fly in one direction and shoot at the other. Like I said, he's got his landing gear. Other little quibble is the front landing gear is actually part of his gun. But one very cool thing is his sound effect has changed. The sound effect button is it'll do a engine power up, rotary spinning, and engine power down. and then the minute you release it, powers down. Very, very nice. Will I recommend this figure? Hell yeah. He is awesome. Like I said, animated, grinding down that, but this guy will become expensive. I could see it happening a mile off, just because he is nice. There is a black recolor, so it depends which to your liking, but I prefer going show accurate. Oh, one little thing I did miss out. Headmaster, you do get with Leader Bulkhead. We'll click on here, but it won't change his sounds. Okay, so this is animated Megatron in a reverse review, and Cy J saying have a good day, have a good evening, whatever the time it is, have a good one, and I'll catch you guys later.